Happy Tuesday. I have a lot of data for your weekly update for the week of February 3rd through the 10th. We had 60 new listings this last week. 9 homes came back on the market, 41 price reductions, and 5 price increases. There were 2 contingent sales, 93 pending sales. 28 of those were on the market for 7 days or less, 6 for 8 to 15 days, 13 for 16 to 30 days, 2 for 31 to 45 days, and 44 were on the market for more than 45 days. 41 closed sales, 11 of those were on the market for 7 days or less, 3 for 8 to 15 days, 3 for 16 to 30 days, 6 for 31 to 45 days, and 18 were on the market for more than 45 days. 25 of the closed sales sold for less than 100% of their original list price, 8 sold at 100%, and 9 sold above asking. Despite that, our average this week was 98.63%, the sale price versus the original list price, and 100.13% the sale price versus the list price at the time of sale. We actually gained inventory thanks to a little bit of a drop in pending sales. We're at 410, 449 including condos. There were 6 new listings over $1 million, 8 pending sales, and 2 closed sales. But the most active price range for pending sales was the $400,000 to $500,000 range. And for closed sales, it was $500,000 to $600,000. So where do we stand compared to 2025? This week last year, we were at 362 homes, 406 including condos, so we're at 111% of the inventory. There were 41 new listings this week last year, so we're at 145%. 80 pending sales, so we're at 116%, and 45 closed sales, so we are at 91%. As you know, the Northwest Multiple Listing Service comes out with the data for the previous month, and now we have January's numbers. And January is always a little bit weird because we don't have the accumulative of year to date, each month building on the previous month. So all the data is just for the month of January of 26 versus 25. So we saw mixed numbers for the number of new listings for residential and condominiums around the Puget Sound. King, Pierce, and Mason County all had more new listings, January 26 versus 25. Kitsap and Snohomish had fewer, but all of the counties have more inventory January of 26 than they did of 25. Interestingly, all of the counties had fewer closed sales for January 26 versus 25, and we're seeing all but Kitsap saw lower median prices and the market times are now longer than what they were, except for in Kitsap and Mason counties. So King County had 93% the number of sales, January 26 versus 25. Their median price is 96.37% of what it was in January of 26. Their market time is 64 days versus 50 days, and they have 3.42 months of inventory. Snohomish County had 79% the number of sales in January. Their median price is 90.62% of what it was January of 25. Their market time is 59 days versus 42 days, and they're at 2.84 months of inventory. Pierce County had 97% the number of sales in January. Their median price is 98.75% of what it was. Their market time is 65 days versus 53 days, and they have 2.82 months of inventory. Mason had 76% the number of sales in January. Now you do have to realize that Mason County does not have a ton of sales each month, so just 4 or 5 or 6 can really skew that data. Their median price is 89.88% of what it was January of 25 versus, 26 versus 25. Their market time actually has shrunk. They're at 77 days versus 85 days in January of 26. And they have 4.15 months of inventory. Here in Kitsap, we had 189 sales versus 209 sales in January of 25, so we're at 90%. Our median price is $559 versus $544,950 for January of 25, so we're at 102.58%. Our market time is the exact same, it's 56 days, and we actually have the least amount of inventory for months of inventory. We're at 2.4 months. Another number you might hear in the media is that we have, for residential only, our median price was $565 versus $549,257. Now that 565 is less than what we were. We were at 575, again, through the accumulation of 2025 as we hit the end of the year. So that isn't necessarily something to be concerned about, but we will watch the trend as we move through the year. Like I said, a lot of information. As always, if you have questions, please feel free to reach out. That's why we're here. Otherwise, have a great week, and we'll see you soon.